A few months ago I commented that the saddle on my touring bike would soon need replacing. In the last video I told you about some quite bad saddle sore. Those two videos converge here. I'll be choosing a new saddle. I'll lead you through my thought processes that led me to choose a particular saddle, and I'll reveal what that saddle is. Consult the internet and you'll find there are literally hundreds of different varieties of saddle available, coming in different sizes, shapes, materials, and with different features. So how do you choose which is the right saddle for you? You can go on personal recommendation. However, different people have different anatomies, riding styles, and riding requirements. Alternatively, some brands have apps and other measurement processes that would allow you to select a suitable saddle. For instance, Specialized have this app. Personally, I've never found this very useful. Some shops also have saddle libraries that you can loan. However, how that works in these days of social distancing, I don't know. It also precludes online shopping where you can get the best deals. This does take some of the randomness out of the system, but you could still be spending hundreds of pounds to find a saddle that you don't like. If you already have a saddle that you like, in general, my advice is to stick with that. To some extent, you can also rely on bioadaptation. That is, you getting used to a particular saddle. Without trying them, there's no easy way of deciding which saddle might suit you. So, to some extent, it is a lottery. In my case, I used my previous experience. I went for a well-known brand and did consult some internet reviews. And yet, I'm still taking a risk with a new saddle. I'm particularly looking for a saddle for Audax riding, that is rides of 100 kilometers or more. Soft saddles are quite good for short distances, say 30 or 40 kilometers, but for longer distances they tend to cause chafing. Chafing is probably the worst form of saddle sore that you can get. So I'm looking for something that is firm but has some flex in it. I want the saddle surface to be fairly smooth. This allows me to slide backwards and forwards on the saddle, and if the saddle is long enough it allows me to find several slightly different seating positions. I'd prefer a perineal cutout. This isn't just to give relief in that particular area, but it also helps increase the flexibility of the saddle. I'm not concerned about the weight of the saddle. And of course, as normal, I want good value. Good value doesn't have to be cheap. It can be achieved through a more expensive product that offers high functionality and/or it's long-lasting. This was the thinking behind this saddle purchase. I've gone for a relatively expensive product that's renowned for its high quality. I searched a number of internet sites to find something that would meet my requirements. I must admit I was quite confused by the range of products that were on offer. However, this idea of a quality product kept bringing me back to Brooks. I suspect this was partly influenced by a Brooks saddle I had many years ago. Brooks saddles have a long history and are renowned for their quality, so it should last a long time. The traditional leather saddle wouldn't cut it for me, so I focused in on their more modern designs, the cambium range. I eventually decided on the Brooks C17 cambium carve. The carve means it has a hole in the middle. I did look at a few internet reviews, and these suggested I was on the right track. I quickly ordered one. The cost was £100, including postage. However, much to my annoyance, a few days later I saw it being sold for £80. The saddle has just been delivered, and in the next video I'll do an unboxing and then also go for a first ride so I can give you my first impressions. Much later on, when I've got a few thousand kilometers under the saddle, I'll give a fuller review. If you want to know how I get on with this saddle, learn about other cycling related paraphernalia, and the dulcet tones of my voice don't drive you mad, why not subscribe? From me, for now, it's goodbye.